What's up, my people? We're another edition of Vibin on the Block. It's your boy
Yeah,
Pablo.
I go by the name of Joe to Connect. Was shaking with you.
Shit, what's good, baby? What's happening?
Hey, you know what Eric B. and Rakim said? It's been a long time, baby.
That's what it is. You better say it. But we
It's been a
back though.
long time. We
But we had
back
to
at
get
it
some
though.
things. We had to get a couple things taken care of. Politics wise, we good. Like good.
Yeah, life be lifing, but we right back at it. Like my man Pablo said, y'all back with vibing on the block. We vibing. I'm on the block. He on the block. We here to bring y'all the best of the best
Better
and
say
talk
it.
about the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We got a lot to talk about. A lot been going on since we've been missing doing this thing here, bro.
Man, what we going? We going with the sports first. We going with the entertainment first. How we doing this today?
I mean, the clip is loaded, baby. So you know what I'm saying. However many shots, whatever shot you want to let off first, that's how we going with it, boy. You know what I mean?
So let's talk about this Jake Paul fight. Let's go there. Let's start there.
Um, I wish I would have bet some motherfucking money on that fight. Let me start there. I wish I would have bet some money on that fight. Um, that boy got that jaw, that jaw realigned. I see, huh? How you feel about the fight though?
I don't think he gonna fight no more. I think he done with it. He gonna come over with some other kind of little bitch now because
Nah, he made
that was
too.
embarrassing.
It definitely was embarrassing. But he had it coming.
Yeah, definitely.
He definitely had it coming, and I enjoyed watching it. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Your boy,
enjoyed watching his jaw get dismantled on public television.
man,
Wow.
your boy took it easy on him. He really wasn't even. You can tell he was calm the whole fight. He took it very easy on him, and I was like, man, they rigging this shit again. Like this nigga running around the ring. I said it's rigged. I thought it was rigged. And then when that
Right.
nigga knocked him out, because that nigga Paul kept on sticking his tongue out at him, I said, oh, this nigga, he tired of
So,
that bullshit.
do you think that it was his time, or do you think the fact that he allows Takashi 6ix9ine to walk him in the ring? You know what I'm saying? Like that was his payback for motherfucking letting the rat walk him in the ring.
Yeah, all that in the mud. And with
Word.
that being said, we gonna jump straight into we gonna jump there. We gonna go back and forth. Let's talk about this street movement. Fuck the street movement. Since we talking about the rat situation. How you feel about that? Young Thug and 21 Savage is coming up with this movie. Fuck the street.
Um, I get it. Excuse me, but I don't respect it. And here's why. First of all, the streets don't love nobody. Let's be clear about that. Streets don't love nobody. However, in the realm that they're speaking of it, and I think that it's a conversation that needs to be had
Yeah,
because they're saying fuck the streets, but nobody's really said anything behind the fuck the streets.
yeah,
So it could be different realms of what they mean. You understand what I'm saying? Like I get it. There's nothing in the streets. There's no moral. There's no code.
yeah,
Niggas is telling so forth and so on. I get that side of it. Furthermore, at the rate that they're handing out indictments and handing out these charges, I don't know, not to jump off topic, but you see, the Donald just made fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he signed the law for that. You understand what I'm saying? So it really is fuck the streets. Like nothing's really going on in the streets now. A lot of people were saying like Bootsy was like, yo, how y'all niggas saying fuck the streets when everything in your music was the streets? That's how y'all niggas got to the bag that y'all at right now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how does that work? And nobody really has an answer for that. Nobody has an
Okay.
answer
Now
as to how that works.
I'm gonna play devil advocate with Boosie.
Okay.
Okay, this dealing with Boosie.
Okay.
Okay. Boosie saying how he asking them how they gonna say fuck the streets and their music is about the streets, but then how he gonna be saying fuck Donald Trump, but then he going back and he got them one apart from Donald Trump. Make
I
that make
mean,
sense.
listen, you got to fake it to make it. Unfortunately, yeah, and I get what you're saying. Like it doesn't make sense, but let's be realistic. Like if you know, and this is you. I mean, put it on you. If this is you or this is me. If I know, like I'm sitting in jail for X amount of time, or I'm about to lose this. Yeah, I might be saying fuck Donald Trump, but if I could to get out and get my freedom, I ain't snitching on nobody. Nothing like yo. Listen, let me get that pardon, homie.
That's what I'm saying. So when it goes back to them saying fuck the streets, they might not be technically saying like
And that's why I'm
fuck
saying a
niggas in the
conference, right?
streets. They saying
Exactly.
my opinion is what I'm thinking they saying is the streets is like you just said earlier. The streets is dead. Ain't no loyalty in the streets. Ain't nothing but hardship and indictments coming behind this shit. So
Whole lot of them too.
fuck the streets. We don't need y'all kids out here in the streets. We need y'all to be out here getting money because you can say fuck the streets, but not being saying fuck the niggas that was in the streets getting the money. You see what I'm saying? You can be saying it on a level like, man, that shit they don't bring up the violence in this here. So let's got them try to change the narrative and get away from the streets, and let's got them get ourselves into a better position where we all become millionaires.
And that's what I said. A lot of people going at them. Blueface spoke out about it. Boosie has something to say about it. Albial has something to say about it, and I just think it's need a conversation. Like all the people that hopped into that whole movement situation about fuck the streets. What do you mean? Give them a chance to talk and say what they kind of mean behind it. But I understand the other side of the coin. Like the streets kind of, a lot of us came from the streets. The streets made a lot of niggas. The streets made you get into, get into that music and make the music and put out the type of music that you put out. And then let's just think about it. When you think about the conglomerates and you think about the people who run the industry, they thrive off the street shit that them niggas gave them, or that the niggas is giving them. Why you think drill music is so popular now? Why you think they signing these little niggas? They like the ignorance. You understand what I'm saying? Does that make it right? Absolutely not.
I believe that it's the streets ain't made nobody. The people made
the streets.
The people make it. I mean, you was outside because you can
right.
say you can change the word streets to been outside all my life. It's just a different word that you're using to what's the word I'm looking for? You're using that word to replace
to substitute it, right?
An action that was being done, like outside in the streets, in the hood, and
right.
And all this is different. What? So by them just saying fuck the street, they really don't have to sit back and explain nothing to nobody because if that's their opinion, if they want to say fuck the streets, then they can say fuck the streets, and can't nobody should be able to get mad about it because that's their opinion. They saying they done with the streets. Fuck it. Fuck the streets. I can say that. You might not want to say fuck the streets, stay in the streets then.
But like Boosie also said, if it's fuck the streets, let me see y'all niggas switch your music up. Let me see y'all stop talking about the streets. Let me see y'all start talking about school and politics and so forth and so on. He has a point there.
But some artists do that, and then when they do that, it's
not the artists that screaming "fuck the streets" though.
No, I'm talking about Jay-Z did it. Jay-Z don't.
I mean, but you can't. We're not gonna compare the people that are saying it to people like Jay-Z. You can't compare the two.
No. I'm not comparing them to. I'm saying Jay-Z switched up his shit, and he was talking about law, art, and all this other shit, and it was going over niggas' heads. And some of the shit the niggas saying because he's talking about all money. He's talking about money. So if the artists go talk about money, they're gonna be like, oh, that's all we need to talk about is money. They ain't talking about no real shit.
I mean, but even Big said that before he died. He was like, when he made his second album, he was like, I can't talk about the things that I talked about in my first album because I'm not having them problems anymore.
Yeah. Thanks.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think that shout out to everybody out there that wants change and wants to see our communities doing better and wants to see our youth doing better. Because for me, when I hear "fuck the streets," a lot of us black men or men in general are too old to be out there running the streets. First and foremost. Second of all, there's a generation coming up, and they got it bad, bro. They got it bad. They don't have no real guidance. Like we've talked about on some of our previous podcasts, some of these dudes running around calling these little dudes big bro.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? They scared to teach them. They scared to learn them something or whatever the situation is. So, for me, the whole fuck the streets is like, give this upcoming generation a chance. Teach them something different, and that's what me and Self and a couple of other people, and along with yourself, are going to be moving in the direction doing when we open up this facility, is to give them an opportunity to learn and to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Give them some different tools to put on their tool belt, because right now they ain't really got nothing out there, bro. So yeah, it's definitely fuck the streets, because at the rate it's going, what do you want to do? You want to be a rapper? You want to be a ball player? Or you want to trap? That's most of these dudes, these young dudes, that's what they want to do.
Okay, I thought they said that the streets is supposed to be sort of like a bad thing when you phrase it as you for the streets. You for the streets, that's a bad title. You for the streets.
They mostly tell at the females, though, right?
That's what I'm saying. You tell a girl, you for the streets, or when your girl get mad, you fucking all these bitches, you for the streets. Like, I'm done with you. You for the but now the streets, now in one light, streets, you want everybody to say, I'm for the streets. I'm for the streets. But then in another light, you want motherfuckers to say, you can't be saying fuck the streets, because then it's a
I just think that it depends. And like I said, it's a conversation. You got to figure out what context people are using it in. Everybody got a different analogy of what they mean when they say fuck the streets. When I hear the comment about a female's for the streets, that means she's for everything in the streets. You want to be out there. You want to fuck with the trappers. You want to be with the scammers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out there, you just want to throw that little juice box around. You know what I'm saying? That's what I hear and understand when, a motherfucker say, oh, she's for the streets. She's for everybody.
Okay, but if you say fuck the streets, you saying that the streets ain't really a bad thing to say fuck the streets.
Like I said, it depends on what context. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna take it back to me. I can't speak for them. It's kind of been. See, I'm not gonna say it's been fuck the streets for me, but it's been fuck the streets for me. And what I mean by that is, it's been fuck the streets for me based on the lifestyle that I used to live.
Yeah.
I no longer go out there and I'm not a bricklayer no more. I don't sell bricks of cocaine. I'm not out there hustling. I don't have to look behind my back. So when I say fuck the streets, that's what I mean when I say fuck the streets. When I say it's not fuck the streets, I didn't learn how to sell coke and do all that shit in the church, bro. I learned it running around in the streets.
Yeah.
So how can I, in totality, say fuck the streets? A lot of who I am, outside of the fact that I was raised in a Christian home and all of that, I learned a lot of bullshit in the streets. A lot of who I am and a lot of how I know how to move and travel and deal with people was not only given to me at home, but it was given to me through my experiences in the streets.
So do you think that you couldn't have learned these things not being in the streets?
Absolutely not. I got children. I'm going to keep it 100. My children are so sheltered, so to speak. They're learning different things now through, conversations that I may have with them. They're learning their own little. If I brung my kids up to Harlem from North Carolina, bro, and told them, yo, here, this is where y'all gonna live at and survive, bro, it'll probably be the toughest thing that they ever had to go through. Why? Because they wasn't raised in that environment. They wasn't in the streets. They live in a house, 2-car garage, big trees outside and all that. They ain't gotta see niggas smoking in the hallways, pissing, shots going off when you walk out the building and all of that. All of that shapes and molds you. They could have seen it in NC. They could have, but they didn't.
No, what I'm saying is, but they still could have learned about these things through your like you telling them certain shit about the streets, so they could have still learned.
Right, but how?
Knowledge, but the best knowledge.
But do they?
Experience.
And there we go. And I'm glad you say that, because experience is best. Exactly.
But you can still learn about these things without having to go through the heartache and the trauma.
Yeah, but let's talk about the youth and let's talk about who we're talking about right now in general. If we took a consensus of the youth, and I'm not even gonna keep it on the. Let's talk about the black youth. Are they learning when we talking, when the parents and whoever talk to them? A lot of them are not. They not.
I guess what I'm trying to say is this: you don't have to touch fire to know that goddamn fire burns.
I agree with you 110% about that. I do.
So therefore, you went through the streets and you had to learn about the pain and the heartache and all that. But you
Right.
can teach somebody these same things, but they don't have to actually go out there and experience it because you giving it to them. But you know what I'm
So I
saying?
guess my point is, and again, you're 110% right. I love this dialect right here. Um, and let's take it back to us. We old, you know what I'm saying? OG.
Yeah,
My parents taught me that. My parents told me that, yo, nigga, you keep putting your hand over the stove, it's gonna burn.
yeah,
Go
facts.
ahead and put your hand there.
Yeah,
I put my hand in, oil burn or whatever. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, don't do this because if you do this, this is what happens, Joe. Or
mm-hmm.
if you do this, this is what happens, Joe. Okay, mommy, okay, mommy. And guess what? I still went out there and did it. Unfortunate part about a lot of the youth is, and this is why I say like the internet and all that stuff is a gift and a curse. It's hard to teach them when they can get online and go and see the fuckery
Yeah,
and hear the fuckery. So we as parents, we teaching them and we tell them, yo, this is what we've been through. Like this is what's gonna happen if you do X, Y, Z. But because they can watch TV and they can turn this shit on and they can hear different opinions and see the fuckery, they still gonna jump out there and do it on their own.
okay. But when you did that, when your parents told you not to do certain things and you didn't do it, and now the day that you're adult and you look back and you be like, damn, I remember my parents told me don't do this. And they could have saved me all this here if I would have just listened to what they told me without having to try to experience this shit.
You're right. And that's the message I give my kids. That's the message I give my kids. I tell my kids, I just had to talk to my daughter the other day. I said, yo, listen, I said, ain't nothing new under the sun. I said, I live to see your age. If you play your cards right, you might live to see my age.
Yeah.
I said, my parents told me not to do X, Y, Z, or whatever. I said, I still went and did it. I said, look what it got your father, 2 state bids, 2 state numbers. It's through the grace of God that I'm able to have the type of employment that I have to sustain the type of living that I like and take care of my daughters like with no issue. So, um, shout out to the niggas that's in the streets that's teaching niggas to get out the streets. How about that?
Facts, 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 facts.
You
All
know what
right,
I'm
we're gonna
saying?
move, we're gonna move on to this. What's up with your boy Joey Cap? Is he Joey Cap or is Joey Crack, man? Which one is it, man?
Hold on, come on. We ain't gonna do that to crack. We ain't
Of
gonna do
course
that
it's
to
crack,
the.
but
We not gonna do
they
that to the
saying
guard
crack.
crack
They
him.
said they said crack is capping again. They
What he
said he
capping again
capping
about?
about the
What,
young
Young
buck
Buck?
shit. They said he capping about the young buck shit.
All right, but the DJ, I gotta go back and do some homework on it. The DJ said something and it didn't make it look. I guess it's like okay, the story is mixed up. The way I'm understanding it from the way the DJ. I gotta go back and do my
I'm,
research, so I
I'm
can't really
glad.
converse with you on that too
I'm
much.
gonna say this. You're right. You want I peeped that too. The DJ said that all this happened. He looked up, then he said something. He said fuck 50 nigga ran down the stairs and he had to police him from all this. But when Young Buck did the goddamn diss on the track, he said something about him throwing the bottle. So why the motherfucking DJ didn't never mention that the nigga threw the bottle? No, he
I
said
don't
from the
know,
start
bro.
he
What we
threw a
talking
bottle at
about?
the
When
nigga.
we talking about Young Butt. That nigga name ain't Buck. That nigga name is Young Butt. That nigga
Yeah.
play
No,
around with
no.
them.
What I'm saying is the DJ left out that cracked through the bottle. But Buck admitted that he cracked through the bottle. Buck said from the start, I threw the bottle at the nigga and told nigga come down. The DJ tried to make it look like none of that happened. But then
Right.
Buck came on there and said that Crack did throw a bottle up there. So if you ain't see the bottle get thrown, how the fuck you didn't see none of the rest of the shit? I said the same thing. I said the same
Yeah. So
thing.
I just and then
Then you
I
try to tell
also
me the truth.
I also pay attention to like, yo, Buck, you ain't got nothing going on right now. Why all of a sudden? It's a story. You could have just let it ride. Okay, cool, whatever. I think
But the nigga said
it's.
he beat him up. Now I ain't gonna let it ride. Nigga talking about he did a joke on him. But if it's true, then yeah, he
You
should
think
have
a
just left
nigga
it alone. He should have
right?
just
But
left
you
it
right,
alone.
and then you think a nigga actually how many niggas gonna come online after they got beat up and say, yeah, he beat me up? Let's be real. How many? Nigga ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? Like I
He should
fuck
have
with
just
Joey
stayed off.
Crack.
Yeah, he should have stayed off the line. And
Yeah,
he
he
been
definitely
transforming too.
right.
He on transformer time for sure.
He definitely be messing with. So I mentioned early on, not to get off topic, I want to jump around a little bit, not to go
Yeah.
off on a tangent. How do you feel about what Donald Trump did
With the fentanyl,
as far as making it a weapon of mass destruction? Because in my mind, It's like this: you get caught with fentanyl. He signed off on a deal allegedly that it's a weapon of mass destruction. Does that make you a terrorist if you get caught with it? You
I
understand what I'm saying?
mean, you know why I don't feed into that
Because
because
weapons of mass destruction can be considered um biological fucking warheads and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the chemical warheads and shit.
but
Like those are
but this
weapons of mass destruction, bro.
but this the thing. You know that if you take a 12 gauge shotgun and
It's
you
sort
cut the
of.
barrel and you saw it off, they consider that a weapon of mass destruction.
No, I didn't
And
know
they
that. I
don't
don't know. I
really.
gotta look that up. I don't know if
Oh
I'm
yeah, in
co-signing
North
that
Carolina,
one.
in North Carolina, I'm telling you,
Oh,
that's a
okay.
no. That's period. Like you saw off a 12 gauge shotgun, it's
It's considered a weapon of mass
it's
destruction. You know, I gotta go.
considered. Yeah.
Hold
Facts.
on.
Fact check me. I ain't
Yes.
capitalizing. I ain't
Okay.
capitalizing.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying, but I'm just you're teaching me
Yeah,
something. If so,
absolutely, for sure. Yeah, look it up. Show the people. That's a, but they don't really. Motherfuckers, I done seen motherfuckers get caught with them and they don't do nothing. They don't get
but
no real time behind that shit. So it's,
but we talking about fentanyl. Look what fentanyl is doing. It's an epidemic right now, bro. Like it's bad, bro. It's
oh,
bad.
oh, I know.
It's really bad. So let's see. Uh, wow. Thank you. I appreciate that pull up. It says that yes, a sawed-off shotgun is strictly classified as a weapon of mass destruction under North Carolina state law GS 14-288.8. Possession is illegal and is considered a felony offense, specifically targeting any shotgun with a barrel less than 18 inches or an overall length under 26 inches. Look at that. I learned something fucking new today. Thank you, sir.
Hey, I played with them guns back in the day.
Listen, listen.
That's why I know. That's
I
why I
appreciate
know.
learning. I never knew that, bro.
But I
I
didn't know
honestly never
if
knew that.
I knew in North Carolina for certain. I just don't
Right,
know if it's anywhere else. But I knew for certain it was in North Carolina.
right. Wow, that's interesting. That is very interesting. But what I will say, I guess there would have to be classifications of weapons of mass destruction because you hit a nigga with a sawed-off shotgun, obviously it could do damage. But
What?
a small, yeah, it'll
I
break
know a
you in
nigga
half.
whole leg got taken off with one.
Right. But fentanyl can do so much more damage at a smaller amount and without even pulling the trigger. Yo,
Yeah, without
what's up
even
with your
right.
cousin Derek? I don't know why I just thought about him.
My cousin Derek, he out here.
Yeah.
He got he doing good. He in
Okay.
Florida.
All right. So he already gave them people that time and kept it moving.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
that's good.
Yeah, Derek,
Some my love. Some my love, bro.
I definitely let him go.
I don't know why he just crossed my mind like that while we talk about this shit right here, because you know I remember the
Yeah,
stories. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Word.
Derek was a gangster now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, he
We got
was.
10 minutes on this session here.
All right, so besides that, football Sunday, what's up? What are your predicaments? Cause y'all ain't shit. I'm just gonna say it out loud. You
What?
cowgirls, you know what I'm saying? Your pom poms
What?
and all that. You know what
See,
I'm saying? Like
I can't even talk no shit because we was when we busted up Kansas City and them up and the Eagles, I was
y'all was looking
like,
good.
we
Y'all was
back.
looking good.
Now I'm like this.
I
Motherfucker.
mean, we ain't too far behind neither though, bro. Like it's
No, y'all way behind. Y'all worse than us. What you
nah, we.
mean?
So ain't
How
y'all
many
out the
wins y'all
playoffs?
got? Three? Y'all got 3 wins?
Ain't y'all what in totality?
Yeah.
Yo, bro, if you don't get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit, you sound crazy. Y'all out of the race for the playoffs though, right? If we
Yeah,
beat
I think it's
if
over
we
for us.
if we beat Pittsburgh, we good.
Oh, we
If
out.
we win today, if we beat New England and then Pittsburgh next week, we Gucci.
That's because everybody over there getting beat up. They getting dusted.
Yo,
We,
Denver looking good though, bro.
yeah, them look good.
Denver look real good. I like the way Denver looking. Let's talk about Brunson and Hart, the shit that happened on the New York Knicks,
Oh,
bro.
you
My
talking about
hometown.
the thumb button. The
Yo,
nigga put the
bro.
thumb in the nigga butt
Pause.
on national TV.
On national TV. I'm trying to figure out when is that okay, but I'm gonna tell you something. You
He
know they've
supposed
been
to stole
teammates.
off on that nigga for real.
you know they've been teammates for a while, even before the Knicks, if I'm not mistaken. It kind of makes me feel like, because let's just be real, you know what I'm saying? Dudes, and I'm not condoning any of it. It's a double negative for me, a triple, however you want to put it. But what I'm saying is that, you know, when they're in the locker rooms and they with each other, they play a lot of stupid games. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of
Yeah.
jokes or whatever, and you know it's already too much when you smacking a nigga on his cash when he running down the court. You know what I'm saying? Good job, you smacking a nigga on his cash, whatever the situation is. But now y'all win a cup, something y'all ain't having 50 years, and you playfully take your thumb
But
and try
hold
to,
on.
yo, bro.
Oh,
I'm disappointed, bro.
yeah, that's wild. That's
That's
wild.
unacceptable. I think he should be fined. I think he should be sat down. Um, I think that there should be some repercussions behind it, because what message is that sending, bro? Like, we don't joke like that. We men. What do we? You know what I'm saying? Like, we already fighting for them to stop the foolishness with the, you know, trying to be okay with kids being transgender. It just in our society and everything that's going on today, bro. It just wasn't a good look as far as I'm concerned. That shit is whack.
But you said they ain't won something in 50 years.
What they want? They brought a trophy home in how long? The Knicks. And that's not even the trophy.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I was about
Yeah,
to
yeah,
shoot.
yeah, yeah. Let me
I'm
clear that
shooting
up.
shots.
That's
I'm
right, right.
shooting
That's
shots because
right,
they
right.
ain't
That's
won
not
no
even the
championship.
trophy. Right,
That's some shit they done made up in season
right. But
shit.
I'm gonna
But
tell you
that's
something.
still good for them though. That's
Then they
still
gave
good.
all of them like almost a half a mil. Every player got like almost a half a mil.
Oh yeah, for the tournament. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
that's
nice
a
little
good
come up.
incentive.
That's
Because
a that,
Oklahoma, you know, they lost. They got all the way to it last year, and I think they lost this. They lost the end of the tournament, but they ended up winning the championship.
right.
So
Who you think gonna carry it to the Baja this year?
Miami, my team.
That's just like saying Chicago gonna win the championship. Man, get the fuck out of here with that dude. Just fuck out of here. But good try. I feel you. I definitely
So shit,
feel
I
you.
don't know. The Knicks might. The Knicks in between the Knicks and Thunder.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if the Knicks can hold it up. But shout out to everybody that's tuned in, man. We back at it. We gonna start bringing y'all this content regularly again. Like we said, life been
Facts.
life and on life's terms. Niggas is moving. We got business deals in order. A lot of different things that we got coming towards y'all for the 2026. Stay tuned for parental advisory. You know what I'm saying, with our daughters. That's still gonna be in effect. We got a new facility going up in Raleigh, North Carolina. Well, it's actually up. We got some things going on in Atlanta and stuff like that. So, shout out to y'all that's still out there and rocking with us. Vibing on the block. You know what I'm saying? The vibe with Pablo himself, and then me, the Blockcast, whatever the situation is, man. And I just want to say that we really appreciate y'all, and
Facts.
we wish y'all the best leaving out into this year right here, going in to the new year, man. And as this new year comes in, we're definitely gonna bring y'all some of the dopest content and some of the dopest interviews. Y'all dig?
So what's going on? Oh, well, before we leave, you know your boy Wiz Khalifa got 9 months over in Romania.
Yeah, but he got to go over there to give them the 9 months. I'm not going back over there. Y'all can't extradite me. He's not over there yet. They just sentenced him to that. I think it was, how they do
Yeah,
absentee sentencing. And
I
I
think
don't
they're
know.
gonna appeal it.
I mean, he gonna have to appeal it. He'll be a fool to go over there and get them motherfuckers in Romania. That's where is that, Romania or wherever at?
Romania, yeah, Romania.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, catch me if you can, like the gingerbread man. I'm not going over there to give it to
That
you.
part.
You see what they did to Brittany Rayner. That's
Hey,
her name, Rayner. She was over there for some weed.
the basketball girl.
Yeah,
Oh, him,
yeah. Whatever the gender
Timothy,
is. Yeah,
Timothy,
yeah. Whatever the gender is.
Timothy. Yeah.
Yeah, him, her, this, that, whatever it is.
Hey, they like it. I love it.
Shit, I don't know if I love it, but okay.
No, I
You know
love
what
it
I'm saying?
I love it for them, not for
You know what I
me.
mean?
I love it for them. If the Tuesday horns blow, that's on y'all. Stay
That's a
away from
whole
me.
fact.
But
But yeah,
shit,
listen, we need y'all to get under the comments. Tell us what y'all want us to talk about. Give us some topics. Like, we
yeah,
need y'all to interact. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all to like, subscribe, share. It's back to business. You know what I mean? Like, y'all do it for the
comment,
others
yeah,
that y'all don't know. Do it for these niggas that y'all know, that y'all done had conversations with,
yeah.
that, you know what I'm saying, when you done broke bread with. You know what I mean? Like, we ain't no different than anybody else, man. Y'all vibing on the block. My name is Joe the Connect.
And I go by Pablo.
And we gonna be right back at y'all with fresh new content. You heard?
Mm.
Salute.
a fan though. I might play her like pianos. I might play her like a banjo. I might play her like a banjo. Or I might play her like piano. Cause I got a bitch from Orlando. And she might be cool, she a fan though. Hey, and I got a bitch from Augusta. She don't wanna fuck, I won't rush her. And she set me up, on bust her. Yeah, I'ma bust her like a gusher. And I got a bitch from Miami. She real cool, she a fan of me. I got a bitch from Miami. She real cool, she be fan of me. And I got a bitch from Kentucky. She bad, she in love with me. She bad, she be rubbing me. Yeah, she be hugging me. And I got a bitch out of kissing me. But I don't like when she be kissing me. Yeah, I don't like when she be dissing me. I don't need really much like her energy. And I got a bitch out in Tennessee. She black as hell, might be kidding me. And I got a bitch out in Houston. Yeah, that hoe be stealing me boosting. And I got a bitch in Chicago. She probably think I'm an op though. But I really fuck with her pop though. He a big plug like Pablo. And I got a bitch out in Compton. But she like to call that shit bonding. And if we pull up, then we startin'. And we gon' pull up.